Now, when you want to move or rotate multiple pieces of content at the same time, you can tap the multi-select button in the content window. Select the items you want to move simultaneously, and you can then move multiple contents at once in space, or rotate them around their own axis. After selecting multiple pieces of content in the content panel, by clicking the multi-select button, tap on the alignment and distribution options in the properties panel. Here, you can align and evenly distribute content based on the X, Y, and Z axes in space. I selected 4 pieces of content which are positioned at different locations along the X-axis. When I tap left, the system will use the leftmost content as the reference point, and the rest will align to the left along the X-axis. When I tap center, the system calculates a center point between the leftmost and rightmost content, and all content will align toward the center along the X-axis. When I tap right, the system will use the rightmost content as the reference point, and the rest will align to the right along the X-axis. Similarly, for the Y and Z axes, if you need to quickly distribute content evenly, you can tap the distribution buttons to perform this action quickly. For example, I have 4 pieces of content randomly distributed at different positions along the X-axis. If I want to evenly distribute the content along the X-axis, I can tap the distribution button for the X-axis. The system will evenly distribute the content between the leftmost and rightmost pieces along the X-axis. The same applies to the Y and Z axis. You can long press the material in the content panel to reorder it. Once you have selected multiple pieces of content, you can tap the group button to categorize and manage your content more easily. After grouping, you can tap the fold button to collapse the group in the timeline and content window. When you tap the group, the system will automatically select all content within the group. At this point, you can also move multiple pieces of content simultaneously or rotate them around the group's axis. Story 2.1 now supports spatial photos. You can tap the plus button in the content panel, then select image. From there, you can add spatial photos from your photo album or files to enrich your creations. Now, you can use spatial reference lines to position content in space and adjust distances. Ensure that content is correctly oriented towards the viewer. The spatial reference line toggle is located in the top toolbar. Tap this button to show or hide the spatial reference lines at any time. Now, when using spatial gestures, content can automatically snap to the ground. When you move content close to the ground using spatial gestures, a circle indicator will appear. When the circle has a white outer ring, release your hand, and the content will automatically snap to the ground. In the toolbar, tap More, then tap Settings. Here, you can toggle the auto adsorption feature on or off. Thanks for watching.